Indianapolis car team in a row in terms of 6 years, I think you found a home.
Yeah, there's no question about it. This is a great team. The 711 cars is really, it's fantastic, and the crew is the best. Engineers are the best.
Kevin, is there any way that you can share with America what went through your mind when you came around there and saw that yellow flag with just 5 laps to go?
Well, it's lots of times there is an advantage to the guy behind if he does get a jump on you. And I thought I had the race handled if it would stay green all day. My car was going loose with empty loads. That's the way it had been all day long, though. So I was pretty much in tune with it. I knew what it was going to do, and I was ready for it, but it's just a shame it went yellow like that.
The pass from Rahal, fair, just racing?
Yeah, he got the jump on me on the restart and out horsepowered me down straight away, I guess. He just beat me to the throttle, I guess.
Kevin, you told me just before this interview that the car was kind of beating you to death at certain parts of the race, but you look pretty fresh right now. Did the last 20 laps or so pump you up?
Well, the car was, I could pretty much run with it in the middle. In other words, when it was full, it was a little cushion, and when it was empty, it was a little too loose for me. But in the middle, it was good, so that's tend to be when I'd make my good moves.
During that yellow flag, when Sam Posey tried to tune into you, you explained to him, "Please excuse me, I'm busy." Can you give us an idea of what some of the thoughts were going through your mind? Were you plotting that start when you finally saw the green bunting?
Well, I just didn't really want to talk at the time. I was only a couple laps left, and at USAC's different than CART. They don't give you 1 lap to go sign here at start-finish, and so I like to keep my eye on the. Usually I can tell by what the driver's doing as to when it's going to go green. So you have to keep your eyes on him.
After 1982 and everything that has been written and said, this has got to be a very warm and gratifying moment.
Well, it's a huge disappointment for me because I really wanted to win the race, and I think if the yellow flag hadn't come out, we would have won. You can't look back and cry over spilt milk, but I sure wish the yellow hadn't come out.
Kevin, the one moment where you took the lead, you used lap traffic. Did you have the boost turned all the way up there? And I assume that because of when the yellow flags came, the last 10 or 15 laps were boost all the way.
Strangely enough, I had to turn the boost down a little because they told me it was going to be close and that not to pop off at all, the boost. So just when they told me that in the last yellow, my earpiece fell off. Not the last yellow, but the yellow before the last. So I ran the whole last series, when I was behind Rick and Bobby, with the boost down because I didn't know when I'd pop it off. It's a very delicate thing. So I had to turn it down slightly, and I didn't dare touch it after that.
Well, second today, first earlier this year at Phoenix. He is the new points leader for 1986.